Checking out the Garrett thrift shop to see if we can find anything for peel and stick. Found it. So which one? This is a no. Let's check it out over here. Which one to get? These are all peel and stick. Options, options, options. Which one's your favorite? This one is it? This one could be cool. I like that one better because it's a little softer than that one. That one that's a little softer. Drum roll, please. We're gonna go with this one, guys. Rustic brown oak. We're gonna see if 2 boxes will do. It says it's 24 planks in all. I'm gonna do some cutting. Okay. Okay, this is what we're looking like now, guys. A storage space. Once again, I told you guys it was a storage space. We kind of threw stuff in here. And yeah, it looks pretty terrible. But I did move the desk in here and put a floating shelf up. I think I'll put one more shelf up, like maybe like right here. But I think I'm gonna try to move things out of here and start. What I'll do is I'll start in that section over there, start putting the flooring down and just kind of go from there. But I think, well, it's gonna take a minute for me to take this flooring up. I'm not taking up this flooring, guys, right here. I'm not gonna take up that flooring. That's just gonna be like a padding. It's gonna take up this flooring here and then go from there. Hopefully it turns out great. But before, as you see, it's tons of lighting. And that's why I was like, you know, we got to use this space instead of letting it kind of just be a area where we just dump stuff. What I imagine is, of course, a desk over here, or maybe not. I may change it. But over here, to me, a desk. And over here, I'm thinking a Chase lounge chair where you kind of chill and lay. And then, of course, some green plants. I want a vibrant green plants. And right here on this wall, I think I want like a nice art piece right here. I'm trying to figure out which route I want to go. I was thinking maybe like a moss, huge wall art piece, maybe. Or I was thinking of doing, I really want to kind of do some penny art in here somewhere. I just don't know where. Maybe I can do it like at the bottom section of, on the bottom of that window. I can do like pennies there, like a penny art section. I gotta think about this, guys, but this is where we're at. All right, guys, don't mind the hair. Just took it loose, but can we do a double whammy here? Can we do a workout along with getting this space together? We got the, I think this is a 15-pound waist jacket, and we're gonna move a lot of this stuff out of the room so we can start taking up the flooring and then putting down the new flooring. So let's go. right here. Now, of course, granted, I did move everything. Once again, my hair is crazy. I'll take it to loose. Don't worry about it. Once again, we have lights. I did move most of the stuff on one side of the room because what I'm going to do is start on this side. And as you see here, we have put back in the washer and dryer hookup in case we wanted to have the washer and dryer bring it upstairs. But for now, it's working downstairs where we all can use it, which is fine. I'm fine with that. But we're going to keep those there in case down the line, say for instance, if we move and we have tenants move upstairs, I'm sure they'll want, would not want to go up and down the stairs for the wash and dry, but hey, you know, hey, at least you don't have to go to the wash house. They can just go right downstairs and go to the washroom, so hey. But anyways, or they may even use, you know, a lot of people are creative nowadays. They may use this space as another bedroom. You know, you gotta be creative out here because guess what? It's expensive in the Bay Area. So what I'm going to do is start in this section first. That's why I moved everything out. We'll start over here first, guys. We'll see how just give me one. We're going to keep this layer down because that would change that position. Pull all this up, mop it, just give me one. And I'll be of course, guys, your way. I'm not going to lie, we do need some new windows, but I'm going to do it like 2 windows. But that's what just back to keep it in that side. Let's get the guys. So yeah, I'm gonna work at putting all this up, and as you see on this side, I'm moving this stuff to that side. But I'm gonna eventually move a lot of this stuff out. Space for it. I think that's probably what I'm gonna just do today, is pull all this up and make it clean it. Wipe down the walls, mop it here, because it's dusty. Ooh, I've been loved. I just wanna be found. What do you have to say? What are you trying to tell everybody? Alright guys, this is the outro. I just wanna be found. Sense of direction. Give me some time for introspection. Give me a sense of direction. Give me a sense. Guys, this is me lifting up the first one off, and this is what it looks like under here. But then it was coming off here, so I was like, we might as well go ahead and lift this off too. So we're taking 2 layers of flooring off, y'all. 2 layers. So far, 2 layers off. There's still some over there, but I have to get to it. So this is like years and years of years old. There's 1 layer here. I'm just gonna keep down. That was like original. That was probably 50 years ago. I'm gonna keep that down. Just cover it. But I took 2 layers. Taking 2 layers off now. Dust, guys. Look at all that dust. So this is where we're at back here in this room. What I'm going to do, like I wipe down the windows, wipe down the boards. This is probably one of the original floors that were back here because I just took up 2 flooring, pull and stick flooring. And I decided just to keep this last one that's been here for years, probably over 50 years, down, because if I lift it up, as you see the wood over there, it may cause some other problems, and we don't want that. So what I'm going to do is start putting down the flooring on that portion of the office. This is where we're at. Like I said, check out the view that you do get from here. That's the man cave, of course, in the studio. But this view, especially during fireworks time, and the Coliseum is not far from here, so you see all the fireworks. It's pretty cool. The sunsets is great, but it's tons of lighting back here. That's why I decided to make it into like a small office space, because you have all these windows. So let's try to get this started.
In December or July, don't be shy, you can fly, you can never break your stride. Rolling up, you're the one.
So this is the first, there's the flooring. That's the first strip we put down. And mind you, I'm gonna put like a crown or something to go across this edge, because mind you guys, this home is really old, so everything is not straight lines like the new homes. So everything is a little wonky. Even though you're lined up really good, things can be very wonky. So first one down, let's see for more to go. All right, we're gonna try to put the second one down. I actually should have put some knee pads on. Now I see the importance. I totally see the, oh, I actually have knee pads. I see the importance. My dad would always do work, and then I was like, why is he doing all this extra stuff, safety, putting all this safety gear on and knee pads? Right about now, I get it, because your knees will be super sore if you don't. I think in a little while, I'm gonna go get some knee pads and put those on, because it's very important to save those knees.
It's your moment. Yeah, you know you want it, you can.
You guys see here, I put down the second strip. If you look closely, I wanted to line it up with, let me squeeze that a little more, as close as possible with this one. But as you see, when it's lined up, it gets a little more spread out down here, and that's because the flooring is not, the house is not like a new home. It's definitely, you know, off track. It's a little wonky, but we're gonna try to make it work, y'all. Okay, y'all, I feel like my hands are super sticky right now. You see my hands, I'm trying to hold it back, but this is where we're at. As you see, the flooring looks good. As you see over there, it needs to be another piece over there, but like I said, I'm gonna put some like crown molding or something so it may cover it. But if not, I'll cut a piece of this flooring to put there. But as you see, you look down here, it's not as even, and I don't know if you can really tell. But like I said, the way the homes are older, it's not even. So you have to be creative and just work with it. Now, this is what I do. 6 in the morning. And I'm up thinking about this space already, y'all. So let me turn this light on. So this is where we're at, as I mentioned before. I'm putting down the floors now. I made a mistake here. I kind of lined it up, and my husband was like, oh, you're supposed to kind of like, not line it up, but have it going a little off on each side. And then when I looked on the floor in the kitchen, I'm like, oh yeah, they do have it like that. Like, let me show you. Like right here, it's kind of lined up, and you see the line. It's supposed to be like staggered. So what I'm going to try to do is try to stagger the rest of the flooring. Y'all, this is what happens when you have stuff all storaged and bundled. You only could find one. So I found one knee pad, y'all. I'm trying to find the other one, but I can't. So we may have to be one knee pad bandit. Hey, hey, hey. This is the real deal right here. Hair all wild and crazy. I just put a work shirt on, y'all. We're gonna call it a work shirt, and some work pants, y'all. I gotta still find this other leg here. But we about to get to work. It ain't no point to get all cute, y'all, for this work. We about to get to work. Y'all, plug 30 Days Self-Care Journal, y'all. If you have not gotten this book, make sure you go click on my link and get you your book. It helps you focus on self-care every day, guys. It's a reboot. If you're looking to reboot, reset, and focus on self-care every day, guys. And I'm not just talking about going to the nail shop. I'm not talking about that every day. Simple things. Sitting down 30 minutes, sipping on tea. This 30-day self-care journal will help you get started in 30 days, guys. You definitely want to go check it out. Plug. Let it go. Let it go. Let me see about this one knee. Oh wow, y'all, these knee pads are comfortable, super comfortable. Man, I should have did this a long time ago, y'all. Instead of getting bruises on my knees, why not play smart and put these dang knee pads on? Y'all, I was missing out. Picking up all the sticky stuff. Some of the flooring was glued down, so that's why you see all this. Mops must have glued it down probably because of the foot traffic area. It caused it to kind of buckle up, so they wanted to make sure it was secure. Guys, I took it all up. Check it out. Here are the stickies. All sticky over here, y'all. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Guys, so now I'm trying to lay it down to like a puzzle first before I take the paper off, the sticky stuff off underneath. So looking at the regular other flooring in the kitchen and everything, how they do it, they stagger it. They just don't go straight like that one. I just went straight, but I'm trying to stagger it more. All right, my official DIY with my hat. Alright guys, so that's the benefit of checking out different stores, especially while doing a DIY project on a budget. Today I just went to the Goodwill and found a cool ottoman, so you can put your feet up for the office space. Now all I need to do is get a chair, and I may find a chair somewhere in the house. So all I would need to do now is find a chair, figure out the chair, and I'll be done with that. But I did order some super glue the other day for the penny art that I'm gonna do. So that should be here today when I get back home, and then I can start doing the penny art like right now. All right, this is where we're at, guys. Don't worry about all that stuff, but the whole point was I wanted a chair where I can sit at and relax, read a book, put my feet on top of. So I got this, as you saw, on Facebook Marketplace. Nice material, nice quality. It was listed for $50. Of course, you know I got to barter them. Got it for $35. This here, I love the wood on this ottoman. It was 12 bucks. Nice, very nice quality on that one. So of course, we're gonna have to make it look cute. Like I said, I'm gonna start doing the penny art this week. And then I'll start figuring out like what plants I want to make it come alive. Maybe put a plant right there where the water stuff is, because I still want to keep that there. This is in case, say if we rent the place out and, you know, we want them to have a washer and dryer. So I want to keep all of this here. So what I'll probably do is add a plant right there to kind of camouflage that area. But it's coming together. We're gonna figure it out. Okay guys, so hair is going crazy, but I decided not to put the penny art against the chair because the chair basically covers half of the wall and it's a lot of work. So we're not gonna do that. What we're gonna do is put the penny art right here on this piece, right here. It's gonna just go down here. We're gonna just put it down this whole little piece right here, and that still will take a minute, but we're gonna get it through it. I got some glue, good old glue, some super glue that we're gonna use for the project, and I'm so glad it's a whole pack, y'all. So we should be able to glue up everything, hopefully everything but the fingers. But I'm so glad. Check this out right here. I got this from one of the thrift stores that I visited in Walnut Creek, and I thought it was cool. It's a saying that I love to say, like, focus on the moments, cherish the moments. And when I saw this, I was like, I have to get it. And I love the fact that it's the Asian print writing. But it says, life is not measured by the number of breaths you take, but rather by the moments that take your breath away. So I'm all for living in the moment, appreciate the moments, because those are the things that I cherish. So when I saw it, I had to grab it. Okay, that's where we're at. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know if you guys saw this. I'm gonna move it over here so you guys can see it. So remember I said I had the washer and dryer stuff right there. I want to camouflage it. I took this plant from my room, and I like the way it camouflages that whole area. But I'm liking this little section. Of course, it's not done, y'all, so don't judge yet. But that chair is super comfortable, number one. And I love the fact that I got this ottoman for only 12 bucks. And that chair for only 35 bucks. And they wanted 50. So, of course, you know I'm going to haggle. I'm going to haggle people down. You got to feel like you walked away with a bargain. So that's what we're going to do here. And I believe I hear Luna by the door. Check it out. Luna! Hey, Luna! Hey, Luna! Look at her. Hey, Luna! All right, guys. So we are going to get this. Ooh, I got a little pimple there. Ah! So that's where we're at, y'all. See, I was trying to start over here first, but it wasn't happening. I didn't get the rhythm going, but now I get it. So it's gonna go all the way down, y'all. Yee! Guys, these are so cute. I think with the moss, the butterfly with the different color moss will look really cute on the canvas. I'm gonna get that. Yeah, I'm gonna get all of these. And Michael's, can you have your prices a little cheaper? Because they're kind of pricey. Alright guys, so we are back from Michael's. This is not a paid shout out, it's just that's where we went. I'm so glad I ended up looking around because I was about to buy something that was like $30 for some moss and I just wasn't having it. Let me show you guys. So this here, I think it was like $16 for this. But I end up going on the app, getting a discount. I think it was like 40% off. So we got a good deal on the butterflies. They look so real. That's why I like them, guys. And then I just saw all of these, and they were saying 80% off summer stuff, and I didn't know they included these. But y'all, it actually did. These are like $1 something for each one. Super came up on that. This was the old previous one that I had, so we're gonna use that as well. I have the glue, super glue, and like I said, I'm gonna use the back of the canvas to do this art project. Alright guys, so I had to wrap my hair up because it was getting hot. Hot, guys. So here we go. I'm cutting off the canvas part so I can show the wood. This is where we're at right now. I think it's cool. I'll probably cut it and cut down the green stuff a bit inside and add some more. As you see on the edges, there's some empty holes. But I'm going to continue to cut the this part off. So I'm over here cutting. Had to get a knife to try to get in these parts here and snap up the canvas. Hey y'all, so I went to Ross on my lunch break and picked up these beautiful pieces of art for the space and a rug. Of course, I have to cover some areas I do not like of the flooring that I did, but hey. All right, y'all, so we just got some blinds from Home Depot, and I'm gonna have put these blinds up. Because why? Because he's a pro, y'all. I don't know how to do it, fam. Drill it in and it's not going in, so I'm gonna try to figure it out on my own, because I don't want to. Let's see. Who this? She believed she could, so she did. Be the best version of you. Isn't that cute? Y'all, it's coming together. All right, y'all, so here is the space. Let's just call this phase 1 complete, because I still have some other things I need to do. As you see, we have the floating shelves. I'm not quite finished with that moss artwork. I'm gonna put that in that wall space. But guys, I picked up these cute little plants in Half Moon Bay. They are so tiny and so beautiful. Y'all, that water fountain, I just moved that from the living room to this office space. Sydney was giving me a good idea too of possibly painting the wall right there where the 2 floating shelves are to a darker color so the plants can pop. And I'm also, check the penny art, guys. I'm thinking about completing that as well. The rug, as you see there, it's some imperfections underneath, so we're just gonna cover that for now. But I'm loving this art piece, got from Ross, and the other art piece, third one to the left, my Big Eye art canvas piece, I absolutely love. Sorry for the glare. But yeah, so we're gonna call this phase 1, y'all. Those blinds make a huge difference, because without those blinds, it was kind of like too much sunlight coming in, and my poor plants got burnt, y'all. That's how much sun it was. So we definitely had to put up